Topic.
Okay.
As Governor of Florida, you've been at the epicenter of climate change. Rising sea levels have already had devastating effects on your coastal communities. According to the University of Miami climate scientist Brian McNulty, the sea level in South Florida is now rising by over an inch a year. This is an enormous threat for Florida. What did you do to mitigate climate change while governor, and what will you do as president?
Well, these numbers, yesterday at a town hall meeting, someone said that over the next 20 years, the sea is going to rise by 6 feet. I said, well, that's the case. I looked at my wife and said, I guess we're moving. These numbers are hard to quantify, and I'm not sure that the sea level's rising an inch a year, and it's certainly not going to rise in the next 20 years by 6 feet. Nevertheless, the climate is changing and man has had an impact on it. There's no denying that. How could it not be, with how many people living on the planet, 5 billion, that we don't have an influence over the climate? My belief is that we should spend money at the federal government level for basic research to find the next generation of energy sources that have a lower carbon footprint. That should be try to pick winners and losers through the federal government. That was tried. It was called Solyndra. It was the stimulus where monies were given out. And here's the miracle of the marketplace. Natural gas prices went from $10 to $12 down to $2 because two existing technologies were applied in the free market, hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling, and it created an explosion of natural gas that lowered prices. And we've had a 10% reduction in carbon because of that, not because of government. That and conservation are the two reasons why we've seen this decline over the last 10 years. So we should be spending long-term money on basic research at the federal government, but not trying to pick winners and losers. In fact, I would argue that we should eliminate the tax code as the basis to try to pick winners and losers, both oil and gas as well as sun, wind, you name it. That the market will work faster. There's someone in a garage somewhere, just parochially, I hope it's in Miami or someplace where I live, because the benefits of this will explode out wherever this happens, that's going to have a clue, going to have an answer to this. I believe that there's a solution to every one of life's problems, and it'll happen faster in a free market. And then the local communities, with the support of the federal government, I think need to be planning for the eventual changes that may take place. People that advocate this well-intended about climate change need to be careful about not painting the apocalypse, because I don't think we're there. But we should be adapting. So in Miami, the adaptation would be, we're near sea level, we have water supply right below where we live. We need to protect the water system. We need growth management changes. The flooding that might exist is going to be a serious problem. So we should be adapting for the next 20 to 30 years. Here, people in town hall meetings tell me about the moose population declining because ticks kill them because of the change in the climate, both at the beginning of winter and at the end of winter being shortened. This stuff has to be done on a regional basis rather than some kind of global basis in order for us to deal with this. I'm confident we can, and I do believe it's important for us to do it. Yeah.